Dear students, good morning. This year, because of this effect of this pandemic, it is something a big disturbance for us. Almost all the syllabus has been covered, and as the dates for the examination have not been declared, that's why uh, you should not forget the content. That's why repeatedly we are going on revision the same content. Today, let us remind the old thing that is already you have got some idea regarding this one. Uh, Acquisition of language and learning and difference between learning and acquisition. What is acquisition and what is learning? These things you have already known. You have got a good idea regarding this acquisition and learning. Learning means it comes in an unnatural way. This acquisition, this is something unconsciously the child learns the language. That is the main difference between the acquisition and learning. You see, this English language generally the children where they grow in Western countries like America and England, without any effort, they learn the language. Though it is difficult for us, that is, they acquire it unconsciously by the surroundings where they live. But whereas if the people wish to learn Telugu, then that will be very difficult for them also. The surroundings, the atmosphere, the environment, it plays a great role in learning a language. This is the thing what we have to know. We know it. You see, the boy, the child who is brought up in our local area, when he gets admitted in first standard or LKG or UKG, by the time he can speak, he can communicate, he can understand. That is the position of the child who is brought up in our area. But the same child, if a child he grows up, he is if he is brought up in America or England, there without any effort the child learns the language. Why? Because in the environment everywhere he sees, he listens those sounds and he imitates them. That's why that is said to be acquisition. Whereas learning, it is you see, English textbooks are being supplied. English textbooks are there. But what is the role of those textbooks and English teacher? If simply he explains the lessons and he makes them do the exercise given at the end of the unit, that will not help them to communicate with others. Why? Because learning a language, it needs the influence of environment. That's why simply prescribing a subject A subject simply prescribing a language textbook, a language teacher, it doesn't help them. See, after completion of the SSC, 10th class examination, children have to, they should know all the skills. Listening, speaking, reading, writing. Listening means, in the earlier class I have told you, listening means simply listening songs of other language other than the Telugu. That is not the thing. For that melody, we may hear them, but actually we don't know the sense of the song. Such type of listening is not said to be listening of a language. Listening of a language, that means while he listens, he should comprehend it. He should know the sense of that sense of those sounds. This should be developed among the children. And whereas simply listening, it doesn't help them in any way. The melodious songs of any language we may hear, but knowing the sense is important. That is the listening. In the language learning, listening means listening and at the same time understanding the language. And speaking means he should be able to convey his idea. That is what we say speaking. Speaking means it comes by practice. And if the environment is there, then only this ability can be developed. Speaking certain what we say role plays and conversations, all these things are developed in the textbook. In such a way, an artificial atmosphere will be created in the classroom. That should be created in the classroom. Otherwise, outside when the student goes outside the class, that doesn't help there. He hasn't got opportunity to listen the language, to listen the sounds of the language. Then simply only if he listens only in the classroom, simply by hearting poems, simply by hearting questions and answers, simply by hearting writing letters, all these things they don't help him in any way to learn a new language. That's why the learner needs a natural communication. Natural communication should be there. Natural communication means as our child, our child means the children in our area, they are when they enter into the first standard, by the time they are able to convey their idea. The people of Uttar Pradesh, they can speak Hindi at the time when they enter the school. But Hindi subject is there. Hindi subject is one of the subjects that is prescribed for us from 6th standard onwards. They learn for 5 years up to class 10. But even then also, it is not possible for them to conversation to converse with others. He can't express his idea. That's why simply prescribing a subject doesn't help in any way. That's why a nature atmosphere, like a boy, where he learns in where he get birth in England, without any effort he learns English. The child uh, where he gets birth in Russia, he can speak Russia. He can speak the Russian language without any effort. Learning this language might be difficult, but how if the child born in Russia, if he wishes to learn Telugu, then it is very difficult for him. But whereas the children who are born in our area, effortlessly, without any formal teaching, when they enter school, they attain the age of 5 plus. Then up to the age of 5 years, there is no book, there is no school, there is no formal teaching. Even then also, he is able to speak. Even illiterates who works in the fields and the laborers who don't have minimum education in their mother tongue, they are also expressing their idea. How they are getting the knowledge? The environment. The environment is the teacher. That's why speaking a language, to communicate in a particular language, school is not necessary, textbook is not necessary, teacher is not necessary. In an informal way, that should come. That's why only English teacher, English period in English textbook, we should remember it. They are not everything. They don't help the student in all the ways to develop his communicative skills. That's why in outside, even the premises of the school also, all the students, if they communicate in English with one another, if the teachers of other subjects also, if they put their effort, if they also speak, if they also use the language in the premises, that will help them a lot. Only textbook, only English teacher and only English period, any other language, this might be Hindi, in the case of Hindi also, only the Hindi teacher, Hindi textbook and Hindi period, they won't help them to communicate in that particular language. That's why acquisition, we should acquire it. Acquiring means learning it unconsciously, without any effort. An English teacher, he presents a number of structures, grammatical items, and he make them do so many exercises given at the end of the unit. But what practically we are seeing, what do they gain? They are not able to write a single sentence. But you see, in some schools, they insist the children that they should speak English only in the premises of the school. Otherwise, they will be fined and they will be punished. In such circumstances, you observe the students they have got good skills in acquiring the knowledge. That is acquisition. Acquisition means using the language and learning it. But learning means making them do number of exercises, making them know the rules of grammar like tense, speeches, and so many things like degrees of comparison. The rules, the teachers, they make the students learn. But when they come outside, they are not able to communicate. That's why for communication, only using the language is only the source. That's why always you remember when you try to teach them the English language, it can't be completed by making them know the meaning of vocabulary, the usage of various structures in the particular language, and making them get by heart some essays and writing lessons. All these things they don't help them in knowing a language. Only creating atmosphere will help them. And another thing, the emphasis is to be on the text of communication. Means only translating the lesson, it doesn't help them in any way. The communication part, it plays a great role in making them know the language, know the uses of the language. Mostly our children, they know the sense of many words, the usage of many structures, but they little bit they hesitate to express their idea. That should be avoided. We should encourage them. You speak English among yourselves, so then only we can develop, and we should insist them. That's why the such type of atmosphere is to be created in the school. Without usage, the acquisition, that is what we say, acquisition is not possible. That's why simply we can't make them learn the language by making them know the structures, vocabulary, and all these things. Atmosphere should be created. Environment should be there. So they should be exposed to the language. Then only it will be possible. And another thing, this exercise for communication, role plays and conversations and narrating certain things by seeing a picture. All those things have been included in each unit of the textbook. Teachers should encourage them to use all those things, role play. It helps them a lot by playing roles of a king and a beggar, a doctor and a patient, and a merchant and a customer. These like conversations have been included in the textbook. Those should be insisted. The lesson simply, the main lesson, it doesn't help them in any way. The exercise which are given at the end of the textbook, each exercise by this time you might have known, each exercise, each unit that is woven using certain new words, introducing certain new words and introducing certain structures. Those should be identified by the teacher, and those should be made them familiar to the students. Then only it will be a fruitful teaching. Simply, if you make them hear, if you make them read the content which is meant for reading 1, reading 2, reading 3, in such a way, these lessons are developed in our English textbooks. How the content is content in the reading A, reading B, reading C, how they are developed means the words which they were introduced in the lower classes and the structures which were introduced in the lower classes and beyond those things, some 10 to 12 new words and some 1 to new structures, they will be added in the next units. In such a way, the units in the textbook have been developed. That's why teacher should observe it. Simply reading a sentence and translating it, the purpose is not served. The main purpose is the child should communicate his idea. The child should put his idea on the paper. Then only purpose of teaching will be served. But mostly these things are neglected, are not taken into consideration. Why that particular unit has been developed? If a teacher doesn't know what is the objective, what is the object of that particular unit? Objective means for every unit, certain objective will be there. What are the objectives? What are the objectives of that particular unit? Generally introducing some vocabulary, some phrasal verbs, some structures, and basing on this, that unit will be developed. If we don't, without noticing them, without introducing the students those which are meant for that particular unit, if we don't make the students use these words, if the students are not able to use the new words in their own sentences, if the students they don't use the structures which are the object of that particular unit, if you don't make them make sentences using that particular structure, then the object of teaching will not be served. That's why we the teachers, we should first of all, aims means, aims means these fourfold aims. For every unit, fourfold aims. Listening, first listening, one section will be given. Speaking, for speaking, one picture at the beginning of the unit for speaking, for developing speaking skills of the student. One picture will be given, and for reading some content will A reading, B reading, some content will be given, and for writing means giving some hints, and students have to develop a story or a meaningful paragraph using those hints. Students should be able to write a diary entry. Students should be able to write a letter to the officers. They should be able to write letters to the business purposes, and all these things. Hints will be given, and they should be able to write meaningful sentences in such a way their knowledge is tested, measured in the examinations. All these things we should keep in our mind. Otherwise, teaching English is not a possible one. That's why they should use the communicative exercise, and this should be emphasized. And this will also helps to some extent learning grammar, vocabulary. Those things will be given at the end of the textbook also, and at the end of the unit also. Learning grammar, vocabulary is not a solution to habitate a new language. This will be there, but earlier I told you, most of our students they have got very good knowledge. They got they know the sense of number thousands of words, and they know most of them, they know the sense of the so many structures. Even then also they hesitate to speak, because a separate training should be there to develop the communicative skills. Because lacking these communicative skills only, most of our students they are not getting jobs in this advanced in this in the technical fields. Now, for every job, the person, the candidate must be well versed with the well versed with the knowledge of computers. If he wishes to use computer, then this English knowledge is very essential. If he knows English, it opens doors for white collar jobs throughout the world. That's why it has got very importance, yeah, not only in India, throughout the world. That's why every state now taking special care, insisting the teachers, and making the textbooks to develop their communicative skills. Our students, they might have got good skills of their particular field, like civil engineering, mechanical engineering, communication engineering, and all these things. They might have good knowledge in the area of technical area, but if they are not able to communicate in English, that means these IT jobs, they are interlinked. People from one country to another, these ideas should be exchanged. That's why whatever the knowledge you might have got in the area you learnt, you got the degree. at the equally you should be able to use the language when the person from outside our India, when he says something from our side, from India, we should be competent to reply him. Otherwise, we will not be able to get those jobs. That's why English has been given utmost importance now in the days of technology. Uh, and school should take up the responsibility of habituating conversation. Only English teachers, it is not possible for them. All other teachers and all other students, they should have a feeling. They should be interested in developing their communicative skills. Otherwise, simply 45 minutes of period and a textbook for the purpose and classroom and all these things, writing notes, all these things, they they don't help them completely to have good communication skills. And another one, what we need to do is mm, learning a language. That means a good exposure should be there. Exposure means number of agencies are there. After leaving the school, uh, he should be not only the material supplied by the school, supplied by the textbook committee. Not only them, if he reads magazines meant for children, if he reads something stories meant for children, storybooks, if he what if he of course he might not understand. If he tries to hear the news bulletins in English, if he pays attention to the conversations made by eminent people in the TV channels, and all these things, if he is exposed for such type of activities, then these communicative skills will be developed. Develop their skills. We should remember it. And role of role of the teacher is also very important. This should not be neglected. Where English teacher, you should use only that particular language only in the classroom. Maximum, he should not try to use mother tongue whenever it is not possible to convey their idea. Rarely here and there, he may use the mother tongue. He may take the help of mother tongue, but mostly it should be avoided. That's why all the circumstances must be taken into consideration. Then only they can acquire the language. This is what we say acquisition of language. Learning a language is not possible. This we should remember. Like you see, like learning cycling, like learning swimming, and like learning driving. These should not come by reading books. Whatever the number of books you may read, how to drive a vehicle, how to drive a car. You may read hundreds of books, but by reading the experience of previous drivers, that doesn't help you. That will help you to a small extent, but you should sit on the driver's seat and you should try it. You may fail many times when you learn. You should drive the car in a vast area. Then gradually, when you understand the control of steering, then you may come to the roads where the traffic is there. Directly, by reading books, we can't acquire the skills of driving. And so is in the case of swimming also. By mere reading the books on swimming, we will not be habituated for swimming. We can't acquire the skill. The books, the lectures, and whatever others say, that will not help us to swim in a pond, to swim in a river. Gradually, in where depth is not high at the early stage, we should know, we should practice swimming. Then gradually we will get confidence and we will something we will learn floating in the water, and in such a way gradually we can become a good swimmer. As in the case of learning a language also, mere reading books, textbooks, and by hearting questions and answers, this will not help in any way. Only using it, just like when you sit in the driving seat, when you directly get into a pond, and when you try to swim with the help of seniors, then only you can acquire it. Otherwise, that will not possible. In the same that in the learning a new language like English also, we should use it. Only knowing vocabulary and only knowing structures, that may help to some extent, but that is not the right way of learning a new language. That is the main difference between acquisition and learning. Learning is learning certain things. Learning is not possible. We should acquire them by experience. We should use it. That's why we should use the language in our routine life, at least in the school premises. We should use it completely. We should try to convey our idea in English. And even after leaving school also, we should follow certain programs in TVs. At the earlier stage, we may not understand them, but gradually we will be habituated to understand the conversations and other things what are being told in the channels. That's why we should get habituated. We should listen it more and more. We should be exposed to the sounds of language, and then we should use it. Then only it will be possible. Learning a new language is possible. We should something what we say. We should leave the illusion. That means this vocabulary. If we know this much vocabulary, if we know this much these structures, then easily we can speak. If we think so, we get failed to get these skills. Even English speaking course are there, but where there what is being done means practical training is provided. No textbook uh, no writing notes and by hearting things. All these things will not be there. Simply they provide practical training. They create situations, and during the situations, I told earlier, I told you, they create a situation, a conversation between a shopkeeper and a customer, and how to begin conversation, how to bargaining, how to ask your needs to the customer, and how the shopkeepers they reply. Some mock these things. Uh, Mock role plays will be created and will be uh, made part of those conversations. That's why, and beyond this, yeah, instead of using these textbooks and writing notes and all these things, if you stay for a 6 months in USA or England, very easily without any textbook, without any formal teaching, you can acquire the knowledge. You see, right from first standard to 10th standard, not up to 12th standard, you read a number of textbooks, stories, and all these things. But during these 12 years, most of us, most of the people, they hesitate, they fear to speak English. But if you live in America or England for a period of 6 months, very easily you can learn the language. How? Because environment plays a good role than the books, classrooms, and subject teacher and all these things. That's why and we here such type of the people where we born here, and we need to develop the skills of communicative skills of English in our nation. Here, our effort, our own effort should be there. In such a way, only we can develop the communicative skills. That's why this is the thing. When if you are asked to question what is acquisition and what is learning, which is useful for developing skills in language, I should present all these things in the examination paper. Okay, thank you.